to A Tale of Two Bumps. I can't believe that this is our last Two Bumps episode.
I know, but don't worry everyone. We're still gonna be having these little update videos once our little ones are born, but this will be the last episode with our bumps.
So crazy.
I know.
And speaking of our bumps, let's go into our last bump watch. My baby is 37 weeks old. He is 18.5 inches long and weighs almost 6 pounds.
My baby is 39 weeks old. He's 19 inches long and weighs almost 7 pounds. But I feel like he probably weighs more than that. I'm gonna go ahead and say he weighs 20 pounds.
Right.
That's where all this is.
So heavy. And I've heard about bands that you can put under your belly to pull everything up.
Oh.
But I haven't invested in one with all three, and I wish that I would have.
I want a band for after to suck everything back in. I know there's a lot of brands. I don't know of any good ones off the top of my head. Maybe you guys can help me with that.
Would be nice.
Yeah, leave a comment if you know of a really good belly sucker inner band. Yes. I don't know the technical term for them.
One of those belly sucker inners.
Make it tight, because I heard everything's just like jiggling, and I guess people kind of, whoa, and making noises too. And I guess like it just helps tighten back up. Tighten it up. Let's get tight. Keep it tight. Keep it right.
I tried a girdle after I had Braylee, and I don't recommend doing what I did. You need to get the right kind that is soft and feels comfortable, because mine did not.
Oh yeah. No, it's gonna be so weird because he moves 24/7, it feels like, and sometimes he'll like jerk to the left, and I'll find like my body is like going to the left. I'm like, oh, it's throwing my equilibrium off.
My baby's sitting in my ribs since he was big enough to fit in there. I think he just loves it in my left ribs.
Oh no, I'm sure that feels great.
And yeah, it hurts, but at the same time, I know I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be bittersweet, I'm sure, because the kicks are like my favorite part. Because I'm like, oh hey little buddy, what you doing in there?
They're so big too that it's almost like it jolts your whole belly when they move.
Yeah,
like,
totally. I think his feet are up here, and I feel like he was like practicing the cha-cha the other day, because I'm like, you're just going for it up here in my upper right rib. Yeah, he's gonna swim, he's gonna dance when he comes. I've got all these plans. So Kayli, you have some exciting news.
Yes, my mom was in town for the baby shower, and we were able to go to my doctor's appointment together, which was fun. I love having her there with me. And here is a clip of us at the doctor's office. Now hopefully today I get to find out what day that I'll be able to have this little guy. So fingers crossed that everything goes good and I get to have him the end of April.
That's so fun. So were you able to officially book the date for your C-section?
Yes, the date is April 28th.
And I know that that's a special date for you, right?
Yes, it's my grandpa that passed away. It's his birthday. So it's a really special day. When I was trying to get pregnant with the baby and it wasn't happening, I saw my grandma and I said, I think that the baby's having too much fun with grandpa. Like, I don't think that he wants to send the baby to me yet.
That gives me chills.
And so I feel like, you know, after saying that and then being able to have the baby on his birthday, it's just so special. My grandpa was so special to me. Nobody in my life made me feel as special about myself as he did.
My eyes are watering, and all the hair that I nared off my arms is growing back now. Yeah, oh, that's really sweet. That's a special day.
I'm so grateful. My doctor's going out of town, and she's coming back the day before.
Okay, good.
So it just worked out perfectly, and I'm so grateful. So I saw in your latest episode of Baby Diaries that you have started your Hypnobabies birthing classes.
Yes, yes. So it's been a great experience, and I actually have a clip from that to show you guys.
I think it's really been good for us.
Yeah, I've learned a lot. I mean, aside from the hypnotizing stuff, just like general nutrition, a lot about having a baby, just in general.
Right.
So, no, it's been really, I didn't expect that, actually.
Yeah, the class has been really good because it gives Michael and I a chance to like cover all the material together. Like, I feel like I did so much research in the beginning, of course, when I got pregnant, and now Michael is getting all the information too. So we're on the same page. We know what we can expect. You know, of course, I know that there could be a million things that don't go the way we plan, and I'm totally okay with that. I want to be flexible. I'm gonna channel Katilette and be like zen and calm and cool.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, because she's just got that good like chill aura. Right. But we learn a lot in this class about how to like stay calm and, you know, just go through the motions and try and deal with any of the discomfort that comes up. So obviously he's never been through this before. He better not have been. Secret babies in Chicago. So it's good.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know, if we'll use all the tools we learned or anything
I'm
like
sure
that.
you will.
But
I think
hopefully.
that's so great.
Yeah.
I think if we were doing a water birth, Casey would have to do that.
Yeah.
He's like so freaked out about stuff like that. I think it's great for anyone, no matter how you're giving birth, to do some type of classes together.
It has bonded us, like for sure. I mean, Michael and I are so close, but this is taking it to a whole new level. Like he's learning keywords to say to me to like help calm me down. And I do think he'll be good when the day comes.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, thank you.
We were so lucky with all the amazing gifts we received at our baby shower. I have pretty much everything I need. I hope. Is there anything that you're still prepping for?
I don't know. There's nothing that I know that I need, but there might be last minute things that come up that somebody tells me like, oh, you need this still. And I'll be like, oh my God. And I will be sending Michael out to get all those last minute things. But we were so spoiled with all the goodies. And I got a list of all the things that I need for the birthing center that I'm going to, which has been like a baby scavenger hunt trying to find all that stuff. But yeah, I think, who knows?
I know, that's kind of how I feel too. I'm like, I think I prepared. Wait a second. I even asked my mom, I was like, will you make a list of all the things that you can think of? I'll make a list. Hopefully we'll get everything that we need.
Yeah, and worst case scenario, like Michael can go and get all those little last minute things. But I think like for us, the most important things were like having the car seat, obviously, and knowing how to use it, which is like a whole nother thing. I'm like, oh man, so that'll be interesting.
The funny thing about that is I remember when I had Braylee and my mom trying to figure out the car seat and thinking like, it's so easy. And then I was trying to get Brotard out of the car for Colette.
Oh, okay.
And I could not get the car seat out. I had to just take him out of it.
Oh, really?
It's like, oh shoot, I forgot how to do this.
Yeah, I know. They're a little intimidating. So Michael's really good with cars, so hopefully he'll master the car seat situation like for the first like week or so until I like can, walk around normally and then like he can teach me.
That's
so,
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what are you gonna do if your water breaks before April 28th?
If my water breaks and my body is doing everything that it needs to do, if I'm dilating and progressing, then I think I will try to have a VBAC.
Okay.
I will try to have the baby. I will definitely be calling Colette.
Yes.
Like, come and help me, because Casey will be freaked out. He gets really nervous in hospitals, and he's a little freaked out by the whole birthing experience.
Yeah.
So C-sections have been a little better, even though they seem a little bit worse. So I'll definitely be calling Colette, but I would love it if that worked out. A lot of people in the comments have asked me why I'm choosing to do a C-section, and the reason that I am is just because I've had such bad experiences with my last two.
Yeah.
That I have talked to my doctor about different medicines that won't make me sick, and I just really want this one to go well, because it could be my last, and it would just be nice to have a good experience.
Yeah.
But definitely, if I am progressing and things are working the way that they should, I think it would be great. So you're doing the water birth.
Yes.
Do you plan on filming it?
A lot of people have asked me that, and I do want to show some of it. There won't be any of this going on. This will be somehow covered or blurred out or something like that, because nobody needs to see what's going on down there right now, including myself. But I think just in terms of like, almost like an educational experience, and since so many people have sort of followed this journey, it'd be nice to show them like what it's like for me. And I'm a very honest, realistic person, so I want to show, the discomfort or the pain or everything that I do go through. I'm gonna try and do my best to film it and then see what the footage looks like after, but I will do some kind of recap for sure. And the birthing center is really pretty. I think it would be nice to show just an alternative birth style, for people that are curious. Because I was so curious. I watched a lot of water births on YouTube. Some of them are traumatizing. I don't know if I really recommend it or not. It's good to be informed, but sometimes like certain images stick with you and you're like, oh no, get that image out of my head. Get that. I don't want it messing with my Zen vibe. So, I might want to make it pretty. I don't know who would film it though. Right. Maybe I'd set up a tripod, because I want Michael and I like focused.
There together.
And then we've got our doula and then a midwife and then probably like a nurse or an assistant in there. And I'm not gonna be like thinking about like, oh, is this a good angle? So I don't know all those details yet, but I guess just time will tell and we'll see what happens.
Just set up a few different cameras, GoPros.
Yeah, right, GoPro. Oh my God, can you imagine if I had a GoPro?
Just right there ready.
Oh yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I think we'll film too. If we have a C-section, of course we'll be behind the curtain.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone wants to see any of that. in some of the comments, people have said, I want to see a C-section.
I'm sure some people do want to see it.
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't want to see what's happening.
I don't want to see you get cut open.
Yeah.
No.
So, yeah, just like you said, it's been such a fun journey to share with you guys, so I really want to continue to share it.
Yeah, totally. And just knowing that like every birth story is different, and no matter what it is, it can be really special, even if it's a little harder, not what you expected. Right. Yeah, so I do want to share something, but again, no privates.
I want to see yours.
Yeah.
I want to see your special day.
Yeah, I will do something. Somebody else was like, you can hire photographers and videographers. I'm like, I don't know if I want all that, because that's just an extra person in the room.
Right.
All up in my business.
Right.
You know? Yeah. Gotta keep some things private. My dad watches my videos,
right.
you know? So now it's time to switch gears and chat with our peeps.
Youngie17 asked, what part of pregnancy did you enjoy the most? Which part do you think has been the worst so far? Is there anything that you would change if you could about the pregnancy in general?
I would start off by making it less than 9 months. Well, actually, they lie. It's 10 months, depending on when you start counting. So I would make it about 5 months.
Right.
Because that's when I was ready to
Plenty
just
of time.
be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's been your favorite part?
My favorite part has been feeling the baby move again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hair's gotten a little thicker. That's been nice.
Yeah, that's always nice. And just experiencing this with my kids.
Yeah, I'm sure that's really nice for them too.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
I do like the kicks. I like how my hair is like isn't falling out like it usually is. Because I usually have about 2 strands of hair on my head, so now I have about 4, so that's good.
Yay for 4!
Yay, hair. What else? People are nice to me.
I was just gonna say, I like the way that people treat you when you're pregnant.
Yeah, they're really sweet. Like even just at Trader Joe's, they're just like, oh, what do you do? And this and that. And you know, a lot of people like, you know, offering their seat for me or letting me, you know, go in front of them in the bathroom. Yeah. So it's nice to see when people are really, really sweet. Yeah. That makes me happy.
Right.
I don't know if they'll be as sweet when we have little screaming babies.
I hope so. I hope that they'll be helpful, but you never know. Some people are really like, leave your baby at home.
Right.
So
yeah,
we'll see.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What about the worst?
The worst was the first. I think the worst was the first few months for me because I was nauseous, and I know that was really tough for me. And also like not telling anybody for the first 2.5, 3 months was so difficult for me.
I am still just so amazed that you did that.
I don't think I will ever do that again. I think next time I find out, I'm gonna be like, everybody, guess what? Yeah. But and then also now, I mean, like energy-wise, I feel good, and I want to keep busy up until I just physically can't move anymore because for me being busy keeps me sane.
Right.
So, but like the days like when I'm this big, the days when I'm at home, I'm just like, oh God, let's just get this over with. Like it's a little harder at the end, obviously, as you know. What's
like
been
getting up? It's like,
yeah. Oh, I know. It's like
here we go.
Let's go. Come on, babe. Use those muscles. So yeah, that's hard. And I miss breathing.
Right.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
I miss it.
I miss that too. Sleeping.
Sleeping and breathing.
But I guess I feel like pregnancy, not being able to sleep, prepares you for when the baby comes.
That's what everybody says, and I'm prepared. Yeah. I don't sleep anymore.
Ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
What's been the worst for you?
I'm definitely being sick. I was sick up until really sick, throwing up almost every day until 27 weeks.
Yeah.
And the hardest thing about that was it made me kind of depressed.
Of course.
Did you feel that way when
you
were sick?
Absolutely.
Like not being able to do anything and just feeling like all you want to do is lay in bed.
Yeah. And for me, like I get depressed when I'm just laying in bed all the time. That's like not something that it's just my personality type isn't like that. I want to go, I want to be outside, I want to be active. So that's really hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't prepared for that this time because I had never experienced that with the other pregnancies. Yeah. And it affected the way that I treated my kids. And I hated that. I was so on edge because I didn't feel well that I was like, go do something. And I felt like I kept pushing my kids away. And now I'm like, I wish I could have that time back because now we're going to have the baby. So that was definitely the hardest part.
That is rough. But you've been feeling better the last
I've been feeling better.
Yeah, I can tell just from, seeing you in the last couple months that you've been feeling a lot better. There's like more sparkle and you're just like, you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. I mean, I'm feeling large.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I will take that. Like I said, I would rather be the biggest pregnant lady in the world than to be sick.
I know.
Do you know what really changed? I felt like something that I loved that we did together was we went to the spa.
Yes.
To Burke Williams.
Yes.
And got massages, and I feel like that totally changed me physically and mentally.
Yeah. If you can afford it, I know sometimes massages can be pricey. There's also a lot of places that do inexpensive pregnancy massages. It is such a nice treat. And if your husband is anything like I think ours are, and they're not that good at giving massages, leave it to the professionals because it does feel good. And I do truly think that it's good for your body to have somebody work on it, rub out those kinks, and you almost feel like high afterwards.
Yeah,
you know?
it's great. I remember that day I was like, I don't feel pregnant right now.
Yeah, I remember that.
It just like relieved everything. And from there on, I started feeling better.
Oh, good.
So
good
I
job,
like
Brooke
Sharzad said,
Williams.
if you can, do it. For some reason, it just made me like so grateful for my body.
Yeah.
It was just a really weird thing.
Good.
And I was like, our bodies are amazing. I think I cried the whole night that night. Just so grateful for our bodies and what they do and that they're carrying these babies. And even though it's hard, it's so magical.
Yeah, it is. It took me a while to get to the point where I think I realized like how amazing it is that there's a little human inside of me. Like, you know, you're sick and you're heavy and you're this and you're that and you're like frustrated. You can't like do the things you used to. But then when you just sit and he's wiggling around and I can feel his feet up here and his head's down there and I'm like, he's gonna be in my arms soon. Like that's crazy. And it's awesome and it is a miracle.
Yeah.
Not everybody gets to experience it and you know, we're lucky that we do. Michelle Robinson asked us, what was one of the sweetest things that your husbands did for you during your pregnancy? What was yours?
Well, I think at the beginning, Casey wasn't there. And so all he heard was me complaining, I was sick. And then as I started to get bigger and he started seeing my belly, he started doing things for me or like making sure he opened the door or having the kids help me out. So that was so sweet that he was always thoughtful of that.
Yeah.
And then the other day I was laying in bed and I was like, my back hurts. And he tried really hard to give me a good massage.
Aw, that's good.
So it's just like little things like that.
Yeah.
It's just so nice to know that they're thinking of you and like, oh, this is really happening. So
yeah, Michael's been great. I mean, he's just been really, really awesome. You know, I've gone through such an emotional roller coaster ride, just with different things going on with my body, and you know, it's crazy for me. Obviously, it's my first time, and it's Michael's first time going through this too. Like I said, it better be. But just like little things, like there was one night. I'm in charge of cooking and grocery shopping in our relationship. I like to cook, I like to do that, and I'm better at it than he is. No offense to him, he's great at other things, but that's just what I do. And sometimes like I just did not want to take care of dinner. I didn't want to think about it. I didn't want to go to the grocery store. And there was a few times he just handled it without me even saying a peep. And it was like such a little thing, and it meant like the world to me. I remember one day he came home with like this lasagna from one of our favorite delis in Santa Monica, and I almost cried. I was like, oh, thank you so much. You're the best. But I'm really happy that he's been coming to the Hypnobabies class with me too. He's supported me 100% because it's, you know, a semi-big commitment, you know, to come 6 weeks in a row for 3 to 4 hours each time, and he's busy, and he had to go to Chicago a bunch of times in between, and he would fly on a red eye or get a 6 a.m. flight just to make sure that he was at the class with me. And so he's done everything that he possibly could. So he's been really great. I feel really lucky.
We're lucky.
I'm
We have
lucky.
good hubbies.
Yeah, they're great.
I guess something else that Casey lets me do every once in a while is just sleep until 1 in the afternoon.
Nice.
And he'll take care of everything. He'll get the kids out to school, pick them up if I'm still sleeping.
That's a good one.
So being able to sleep.
Probably aren't going to bed at 10. You're tossing and turning, and then you finally get that sweet sleep spot.
Yeah, it's
at
insane.
Like 9 a.m.
My sleep schedule is just insane.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Franzi8892 asked us, are you planning on having anybody besides your husband in your room during labor?
I thought about this a lot, and this was part of like the birth planning that we went through. And at first I was like, yeah, I don't care. Whoever wants to come can come. You know, my sister, whatever. Now that I kind of have a better idea of what's going to really be going on and the fact that I won't be in a hospital, there won't be any drugs, and I want to be in a really positive state of mind, I decided that just Michael in the room. And I talked to my mom about this because she would have been the only other person that I really would have wanted in there. But my mom can get a little hyper and energetic and excited, and she would try and help me, I think, but wouldn't really necessarily know how because she hasn't been through the classes that Michael and I have been through, and she hasn't done all the prep work that we have. So she's going to be in the waiting room.
Right.
So just the key people, you know, and from everybody that I've talked to, they're like, it's probably best if you just keep it to a minimum. So minus all the people that need to be there for, you know, for work or whatever,
Right.
Michael.
Right.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, with the C-section, only Casey can be.
Okay,
there.
that's right. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll just be the two of us, and we'll just be. They put up a little curtain. We'll just be right there.
Yeah, because you're conscious during. Okay, because when my mom had a C-section, they knocked you out.
Really?
So she didn't get to see us. Like my dad was with us before she was.
Okay.
For me, my brother and sister. So, yeah. But your mom's gonna fly in and like be in the hospital. Okay.
We're actually having the baby around like 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay,
So it
cool.
will be a little bit later, so my mom and dad can go and get my kids from school, and then hopefully the timing all works out.
Nice.
That I will have just had the baby, and then they'll be there. I can't wait.
There's got to be comfort in just knowing kind of when it's going to happen, what time, you know, you can really just plan.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It definitely puts my mind at ease.
Yeah.
But you never know.
I know, that's true.
My water could break.
It could be breaking right now.
Oh
Duh,
my
duh, duh. Yeah.
But it is nice to know that there's a date set, this is the plan, and hopefully it all works out
Yeah,
that way.
see, I like that about having a scheduled C-section. And for me, I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it could happen anytime.
Yeah, right. So if you don't go into labor, what will you do?
Well, there's all these things that you can do, all kinds of random things like drinking castor oil and having lots of sex, as Katilette said in one of our other Baby Diaries updates. I didn't get the official, like, yes, go get laid from my midwife yet or anything like that. But there's a whole batch of interesting things that you can do. I hope I don't have to do them.
Right.
I hope he just knows to come out
It's
not
time.
too late.
It's gonna happen now.
Yes, yes. Because I'm anxious. I want to meet him, you know? So last but not least, Melissa Ferris asked us, what are you most excited about when you get to see your little bundle of joy? Oh, so many things.
Everything.
I know. I can't pick one thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Just to see them for the first time, their little faces, and to hold them and to smell them and to have your family together. It's just the most amazing. And I know I've said this so many times, but I cannot wait to talk to you after you have your baby, because it's just such a magical, beautiful love that you'll feel and that you'll experience with Michael. And
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to talk
I'm
to you.
so excited just to go from being Sharzad to mom.
Right.
Like my whole world is going to change, you know? So yeah, and just to just hold him. Like you know, Michael and I will sit around in these last couple days and we'll be like watching TV or laying in the bed and we'll be like, there's going to be another little thing in here, a little crumpet, a little nugget, and he's going to have little legs and just all the fun stuff that goes with being parents. So I can't wait. You know, of course, I don't know what to expect, but I'm so excited about all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best. I can't wait. I'm excited about every single thing.
And I'm sure Braylee and Gage and the whole gang are just
can't wait.
so excited too.
I can't wait to watch Braylee be a big sister again and to hold her baby brother, because she's so much older and just so excited and can't wait to help me.
I think she'll be a great help
She'll
too.
be such a great help. I'm so excited about that. And then Gage to be a big brother for the first time.
Yeah.
So it's
He'll go
exciting.
from being the baby to the middle child.
I know, which I'm a little nervous about. I keep telling my kids, if you don't feel like you're getting enough attention from me, you have to make sure to tell me.
Yeah.
And Braylee has experienced that a little bit. I mean, I make sure to tell her too,
Yeah.
because, you know, she's the oldest, so I don't want her to only be the helper.
Right,
I
right,
want
right.
her to still have special time with me. But Gage is the baby, and
Yeah.
I have babied him way too much
He's
on
so
accident. He just lets me, and so I do it. And so, especially with Gage, I'm like,
Yeah.
if you don't feel like you're getting attention, you have to tell me. I just don't want them to feel neglected.
Yeah.
It scares me.
You're such a good mommy. I'm sure they'll feel lots of love. But I totally know what you mean, though. Yeah. Well, you guys, that is it. The next time you see us, we'll be introducing you to our new little ones and giving you a nursery tour.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you've sent us during the journey. It's been such a special pregnancy for us.
So incredibly special. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Mom's View and follow us on all our social accounts so you can see all of our baby updates as they come out.
Lots of pictures. I feel like we'll be taking lots of pictures.
Yeah, my Instagram is going to be like a baby central.
Blowing up, yeah. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you guys.
Bye.